Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Capricorn moon in a natal chart. Now, first thing up is some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel. I did a series on the moon signs, and they were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was another series on the moon signs and make them a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, well, the moon in astrology is connected with our unconscious side. And on an unconscious level, a Capricorn moon person can be very serious, ambitious, very disciplined, and structured. Even if, let's say you have your sun or ascendant, more changeable sun like Gemini or Pisces, you're gonna, the Capricorn moon can ground things a little. You're gonna ground your energy and have a little bit, give more discipline in the nature, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Now, again, on a unconscious level, Capricorn moon can also be very responsible, but maybe it may have be a little bit cold and callous, and of course, there's look for modifying influences and contraindicators in a natal chart. Uh, Somebody with a Capricorn moon, let's say they have, a Cancer or Pisces ascendant, outwardly they're still going to be very more sentimental and sensitive, more compassionate and sympathetic than the general typical Capricorn moon person. Now again, unconscious level Capricorn moon could also be very responsible, but very orthodox and conventional, but yet a little maybe depressive and pessimistic. There may be some negativity in the nature that he or she is not always consciously aware of, but also there can be very good business acumen and being very pragmatic as well, have certain practicality, even if the chart in general doesn't appear to have an emphasis on pragmatism and practicality. The Capricorn moon certainly can help modify that. Now, another thing in astrology is that the moon is connected with our emotional needs, and having a Capricorn moon, those emotional needs can include structure, career related ambitions, authority. It could be attaining a position of authority, being the authority in your situation, even if it's just simply in your home life, attaining certain social status and stature in life, and mentoring, even teaching. It could be even something with math, accounting, or even business. Capricorn Moon people can often have very good, business acumen, and there might be some need to have one's own business, which could cover, a wide divergence of things, and maybe something Capricorn related, which could be accounting or dentistry, information technology, as some examples. Now, another thing about the moon is that the moon is associated with the mother. So the mother may actually be, a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. And having Capricorn moon with the mother. Now, the mother may have encouraged you, to attain career objectives. Have a certain social status and stature in life, and express ambition, express industry and hard work. Um, the mother may be somebody that's stern, serious, a person that's pragmatic, responsible, but yet may have been perceived by you as a person that was a little bit negative, pessimistic, depressive, but but somebody that's responsible as well and industrious. Now, the moon in astrology is also associated with the home, the family, and people you're close to home with. So what I stated before regarding the mother, that The mother, may actually be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or embody those characteristics. The same can apply to your family, people you're close to home with. It could be, that these people, to you are, very, serious and industrious, but ambitious as well, but may come across as cold, callous, or even undemonstrative as well. But this is and also the fact that the moon is connected with the home is that you may typically enjoy a home that's more traditional, more conventional. Something that in your home life you may desire structure as well, and having discipline in matters pertaining to your home. And also too, another thing about this as well, when you look at the moon in astrology, the moon is associated with our reactions and responses. So having a Capricorn moon, those reactions and responses can be very disciplined, or very, very serious in matters, but can be, negative as well. And the person with the Capricorn moon, may respond, to something often like a suggestion that can, with certain negativity, and just seeing like, the negative aspect or element in it. So Capricorn moon people need to be careful regarding this. But as I stated before, regarding contraindicators and modifying influences in the chart, if you're, like say, if your chart has, very more of a positive, general feel, general theme to it. Like say if you have, preponderance of planets on the top half of the chart and a number of, major astrological influences in masculine, positive signs, this can modify this. Now, another thing about it, though, the reactions and responses of Capricorn moon people can also be very premeditated and planned. Um, they can be done in a very professional manner, so these people can be good, really proficient at their job, whatever it might be, because especially ones, when you're dealing like with customers and the public in general, because there's certain restraint and professionalism in terms of the reactions and responses to others, and whether it be a customer complaint or what have you. But they also can be, the responses may be somewhat delayed in many instances, to be very stern, but also a person may respond to issues in a very, like methodical manner. So, well, the next thing up is the moon is connected with our memories. So, having a Capricorn moon, the person's memories may often be, sad or melancholy, or cause, dejection, but they could also be ones that are connected with authority, whether this is, regarding authority figures that the person has dealt with in his or her life, or actually being in a position of authority. It could be, playing business games, board games, the person was, little, or, grade school or what have you. It could be, the memories, may be, somewhat restricted, and whether it could be about restrictions, one had to deal with, or it could be where sometimes the memory itself, may be restricted, maybe because there's something negative in some cases, but the person will choose, not to think about, not to ponder over or reminisce on. And memories can also, for Capricorn moon people, can also be connected with mentoring or teaching others, maybe even an obstacle course. Obstacles are connected with the zodiac sign Capricorn. It could also be memories that are associated with hard labor, or even having to take on more of an adult role at an earlier point in life than most people. It could be, memories could also be connected with duties or something of a, business-related matters. Now, the moon in astrology is also associated with the public and how one, may desire to be recognized. And Having a Capricorn Moon, a person may have a need to be recognized as a person with good, business acumen, a person that's responsible, ambitious, career-oriented, somebody that is disciplined and that has the ability to work within the parameters, work within the guidelines that, an employer may set out for him or her. And it could also be doing something, Capricorn related, whether it's work with the government or politics or accounting, dentistry, masonry, information technology, carpentry, as some examples. So, also, too, the moon in astrology is associated with our feelings and our emotions. And having a Capricorn moon, the person's feelings and emotions can often be sad or dejected, melancholy, very serious, and the person may feel inhibited at times in expressing their feelings on matters. And but at the same time, on a positive end, the person with a Capricorn moon may often feel ambitious and want have that need to attain career objectives and aspirations. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.